Now, in its 5th award-winning season, Prep Sports Extra.
Frazier! He got it!
Your hosts, Five Alive's Mick Cornett and Myron Patton. Brought to you by Arby's Roast Beef Restaurants. Different is good. And by your Oklahoma City bottler of Sprite and Diet Sprite, America's #1 lemon lime.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mick Cornett. This is Myron Patton. Welcome to Week 10 of Prep Sports Extra, the final week of the regular season. And, Myron, what a game they had at Putnam City Stadium tonight.
You bet it was. I'll tell you what, I went to double overtime. We've got the complete highlight package coming up.
27-21, we'll go ahead and tell you, was the final. Yukon has ended Putnam North's 23-game winning streak. We will have highlights a little bit later in the show, as well as some post-game reaction. But let's quickly, Myron, go on to our second game of the night, and that's Westmoore and Dell City, two other fine teams.
That's right. Westmoore played at Dell City. Both teams are in the playoffs, but Westmoore can clinch first place in District 2 with a win over the Eagles because Lawton was upset Thursday night. Let's go to the highlights of that ball game. Great shot of the Dell City helmet here. Westmoore quarterback Ryan McAllister dropping back. He'll hit Garrett Bethany, breaking across the middle. He stumbles his way across the line for the touchdown. Dell City leads it 20-6. Ryan McAllister throws deep here to Chris Bradshaw. Great catch here.
He's got some speed, doesn't he?
Yeah, 4-3.
I don't believe that, but he's fast.
Yeah, fast enough. 3 plays later, McAllister straight drop back, but the play is intercepted by David White. He runs it in 45 yards for the score. And the Eagle cheerleaders have something to soar about here. Coming up, though, Jaguar tailback Stuart Green. This guy threw up big numbers the entire year, but he fumbles. Dell City recovers. Ryan Breakage scrambles and hits Brock Zimmerman, who takes it down the sideline. The Eagles are threatening. Breakage drops back again to Benny Butler. This guy just a sophomore. Great run. He goes all the way in for the touchdown. They're going to go for 2 points. What are they going to call?
24, says Henry Manning. 24.
All right, let's see what happens. 2-point conversion attempt. Breakage rushed and throws it away. Let's check a final score on this one. Close ball game, but Westmoore wins it 20-18 over Dell City, and Tulsa Union 51-7 over Tulsa Memorial.
All right, U.S. Granite Mustang.
The entire city of Mustang salutes Mick Myron and Prep Sports Extra. Yeah!
Well, thank you very much. All right, U.S. Grand quarterback Mark Dawson not saluting us tonight. He's going to get sacked by Mustangs Luis Mia and company. Mustangs Chad Vaughn goes on a tear. Speed to burn for the Broncos, who started slowly this year, but they're playing pretty well now. That set up the touchdown from the 3-yard line. Makes it 6-0 Mustang. All right, point after touchdown. Oh, they ought to put that in the dictionary under bad snap. Shane McCurdy picks it up and lofts it to Gary Jordan, and they get the 2-point conversion. It's 8-0. And the Bronco is happy. You're not number 1, though. But it was a nice chance. Grant's on the 5, but Josh Heskew forces a fumble. He's a big-time player. Shane McCurdy recovers. Let's go to the scoreboard. Mustang playing well here at the end. They win 34-8. Who else is going to bring you a broken arrow? Prep Sports Extra does, and they beat Owasso 14-zip.
Northwest Classen at Moore. All right, here we go. Moore High School band playing here. Lions quarterback Lance Winter hands to tailback Jeremy Anglin, who picks up 15 yards before being run out of bounds there. 3 plays later, Jeremy Anglin goes over the top. Moore leads it 6-0. From the shotgun, Classen quarterback keeps up the middle, fumbles, and Moore recovers. Then Moore's Chad Hamilton scores up the middle. Let's go to the scoreboard and check a final on this one. Moore, big, 41-6 over Northwest Classen, and also Muskogee, 43, Bartlesville, 13.
Midwest City at Enid. First play, Enid, number 17, Ryan Thomas, hands off to Sean Mills. He related to PJ?
Could be.
No, he got tackled. Must not be. Dalen Thomas gets the Enid score. Could this be an upset?
It would be a big one.
Third play, let's take a look. Midwest City. Bombers. Kamasi Ford quarterbacking, looking for Terrence Joseph. Oh, give it up. No one catches 25 from behind. Let's go to the scoreboard. They're grabbing their Pepto-Bismol in Midwest City.
Nick, that's a big upset because we told you about Yukon winning, Midwest City losing. That means Yukon wins the district.
And Midwest City finishes third, I believe.
That is right.
Enid wins easily. Tulsa, Washington taking it out on Ponca City. Time for our first break. Let's go back to last season. Putnam North and Lawton Ike. Panther quarterback Trent Fisher. Look for his favorite receiver, Craig Schleshman. Look at the speed. North won at 23-12. Mentioned earlier, Lawton Ike and Putnam West met Thursday night.
That's right. Ike was coming off a loss to Norman last Friday, and they needed a win to try to clinch the district title. Let's take a look at these highlights. It was seniors night at Putnam City West. Tony Hutchinson and family. Tony's going to score in this game. But right now, look at Josh Brown of Lawton Ike, one of the state's best players. Big hole up the middle, a 47-yard touchdown, and the heavily favored Eagles lead it 7-0. But back come the Patriots. Quarterback Chance O'Connor throws deep to Eric Spangler, who throws to Jay Thornton. He gets all the way to the 6-yard line. 2 plays later, O'Connor hits Tony Hutchinson, who is not with his parents. He scores a touchdown. West upsets Lawton Ike. Let's check a final score on this one. 19-18. Big upset as that kept Ike from clinching the district title. And also, Thursday night, it was Lawton 13, Putnam City 7.
And so Lawton makes the playoffs.
Yeah.
Douglas at Guthrie. Anthony Foster, our news reporter. This is Anthony Foster's family. They've gone all the way to Guthrie. And there you see the stone wall. Douglas quarterback Mitch Broyles avoiding the sack, throwing the bomb. Oh, how deep was Adrian Lottie? A 54-yard catch. Uh-oh, takedown. Douglas gets the ball on the 3-yard line. Lottie goes in from there. Then Broyles connects with Douglas's biggest threat, Alonzo Mays. Try to tackle this guy, Myron. Just try to tackle him.
I don't think so.
He doesn't want to
He never does go down.
He doesn't want to go down. I'm telling you, he doesn't want to go down. Douglas fullback Tony King will score from the 2. Hike it. Go ahead. Hike
He
it.
told him he's going to give it to him. You see?
The Trojans go on to win. Man, they're tough. Let's go to the scoreboard. Oh, the Trojans have the horses. They beat Guthrie 35-0. Carl Albert's playing well. They beat Northeast 42-6.
All right, speaking of Carl Albert, the Titan cheerleaders led their team onto the field to take on Northeast. Late in the game, Northeast Mike Johnson carries the ball. Now, he's normally a guard, but he's stopped by the Titans. Next play, tackle Ramon Williams, number 66, gets the ball. Same result. As we said, final score in this one was 42-6. Let's go on to the scoreboard.
John Marshall beat Capitol Hill 18-14. Okmulgee over Veneta 28-6.
Also, Woodward 20-12 over Star Spencer, and it was Ada 27, Bristow 0. Bethany and Kingfisher tonight. This young Kingfisher fan is unaffected by the cold weather. Kingfisher quarterback James Matthews pitches the ball to junior Jay Whipple, who scampers around the right side. Matthews sells the fake and then throws the ball to speedy Frank Duffy, who sprints down the far sideline for the touchdown. Let's check the final score on this one. We'll see that Kingfisher won it 16-9 over Bethany, and Davenport 41, Fairland 0.
All right, Friday was the last night at the mic for Millwood play-by-play man Johnny Farmer after 14 years with the Falcons. First offensive series, Millwood looks high. Cornelius Davis to Chris Harrison. This time, Millwood keeps the ball on the ground. Quincy Evans turning the corner for Leotis Robinson. Evans will make the first points for the Falcons. A strong run through the middle. Millwood's pretty good on defense, too. Watch Curtis DeShazier get all over Perkins quarterback Brad Calhoun with the sack. But Millwood's big weapon tonight was lean, mean Mandrell Dean. In reverse. Mandrell, hold the ball in the other hand. 3 touchdowns tonight for Mandrell Dean. Ooh, here's a long one. Mandrell Dean, you heard Johnny Farmer calling it from the press box. Let's go to the scoreboard and see how Mandrell and his buddies did. Millwood wins 41-8. They will stay top-ranked in 3A, while Weatherford, the top team in 4A, handled Guyman 49-12. We've got those Yukon Putnam North highlights coming up soon, but first we'll take a break, looking at Class 2A in the next segment also. But we got the state title games coming up, Myron, 5A and 6A on December 5th, 11:30 in the morning for the 5A championship game, 7 o'clock in the evening for the 6A game. Be there.
Both those in Stillwater.
A big game, but nobody thought it would be this much of a classic. Yukon and Putnam North playing Friday night. You know the story here. Yukon coach Mike Little facing the team he led to an undefeated season last year, Putnam City North. Now, this team had won 23 straight, but Yukon here and Mike Little trying to end it. Little's replacement, Bob Wilson, hoping that doesn't happen. Yukon split in Jody Sparks. Watch here on defense.
Big hitting in this game.
Oh, man, that was a big hit. All right, Chad Newton puts the #1 Panthers on the board first. A very underrated player on the Putnam North team, Chad Newton, going in 7-0. Putnam North. Now, that's the University of Missouri Tiger on hand because they're going to perform at halftime. Then Sparks, who has a big game, makes the interception off the tip pass. There's a couple of good-looking guys. Mike Sestak. No, it's a fake. Throwing deep.
Fooled the camera guy for a moment, but he catches up.
Jody Sparks. Wasn't a very pretty pass, but it's a pretty touchdown for Yukon. They'll take it. Game's tied at 7. Adrian Smith carries 4 straight times for the Panthers.
This is really his drive.
Down to the 1-yard line where Todd Faraday says, I'll take it in from here. And he does. North 14, Yukon 7. But never forget Jason Jacoby. He's at the 2. He's at the 5. He's at the 10, 15, 20. I can't count as fast as Jason can run. He's going all the way. 98 yards. Putnam North can't believe what hit him.
He does this at least once every game, it seems like. A big play every game.
So the extra point will tie it up. Oh, partially deflected. So North leads 14-13 at halftime. Oh, and Elvis was at the ball game with the Missouri Marching Band.
Well, Elvis didn't leave this ball game till the end. We know that.
All was quiet until the 4th quarter. Tony Economopoulos, 48-yarder, just short. Yukon back to the bases. Sestak looking for Sparks. Oh, did he catch that? What a play. The drive ends in the hands of Jacoby from Sestak. Oh, what a game for Jason Jacoby. 5 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. Yukon leads 21-14. Yukon's defense getting tough.
Whoa,
oh, look at that hit. Big hit there.
Oh, man.
Oh, Evander Holyfield. Chad Newton scores, and we're going to overtime. Nice pass there, by the way. Yukon gets first possession. Sestak throws. Intercepted. All the Panthers have to do is kick a field goal, and this streak will stay alive. Oh, they mishandled the snap. No good. Double overtime. Yukon's defense holds. 3rd down. Jody Sparks. The streak is over. Yukon wins.
Start the win streak here, and now you've been able to end the win streak.
Well, the players did the win streak, you know, and that's what happened. Good job, Ray. All right, it's a heck of a game, buddy. It's a heck of a comeback. I mean, the players, they the one did it, and just a great game tonight. You know, I tell you, they came out and just we couldn't stop them, and they stopped us, and then, you know, we made some plays, and it's a great high school football game. I'm telling you, that was a, you know, and it's, you know, you feel for, you know, I got a lot of feelings for both sides. You always do when you get the, you're coaching, you're going to get that close, and, you know, kids mean a lot.
So Yukon beats Putnam City North 27-21 in double overtime, and Mike Little, who started the streak as Putnam North coach last year, took them undefeated into a state championship, switches to Yukon, and this bears repeating. Yukon was 0-10 last year, and they are 9-1 at the end of the regular season, and now they'll be home for the first week of the playoffs.
Yeah.
If this was a movie, no one would have believed it. No one would have believed it.
Yeah, and that also, like, it gives them the district title because Midwest City lost to Enid tonight. Yukon wins, so Yukon wins the district as well. So a great ball game.
Garth Brooks Avenue going to have to be renamed Mike Little Boulevard.
Or at least split it up. One side Garth and the other side Mike Little.
Okay, I'll go. Garth's not bad. I'll go for that, but Mike Little's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's switch now. St. Mary's at Heritage Hall, Mike.
Yeah, both these teams had hopes of making the playoffs, but both needed to win to keep those hopes alive. Let's go to those highlights right quick. Fans tonight at Heritage Hall knew they would have to hold onto their blankets to keep warm for this matchup. Second half action started off with Heritage Hall scoring on this handoff from Kari Manuel. Tailback Travis Bukowski. But Mount St. Mary came to play some football. Watch this kickoff return by sophomore Mark Perry for the Rockets as he moves up the field before being brought down by Hunter Wright. Next up, Zeke Landros will score a few plays later with this handoff from quarterback Gene Stanley. Good moves here. Well, he didn't score, though. Next series, Stanley decides to keep the ball and run down the sideline before going out of bounds. Here's the score, maybe. Could it be? Yes, it is. Let's check a final score on this ball game, and we'll see that Mount St. Mary won it 19-7, so Heritage Hall season is over, and Clinton 26 over Anadarko 0.
Seiling at Thomas, and there's the Terrier. Seiling quarterback Jimmy Smart hits Greg Merrick. He splits two players, 55 yards, and the Seiling fans are going crazy. They're spinning with a 7-0 lead. Thomas quarterback Brock McSparrett, who is sacked by a host of Seiling players. But Thomas comes back. Justin Stinson takes the pitch, runs around the right side, lowers his head. Can they get the touchdown? McSparrett going to Jack Edwards. Touchdown! Let's go to the scoreboard and take a look. Seiling beat Thomas 24-14. First loss of the year for Thomas. Seiling entered the game 8-1. Meanwhile, Wowoka took care of the Luther Lions 41-16. Well, this is the last week of the regular season. We thought it would be nice to put together a musical piece of some of the best plays of the season.
Keep a dreaming
Shawnee, Stillwater, Ardmore, Norman, and Edmond.
For Mick Cordette, I'm Myron Padden. We'll see you next week.